My name is Brooke Urbina, and this is my proposal to use Marco Polo in the classroom. So, why use social media to begin with? Well, first of all, because of the pandemic, we were pushed into a virtual learning environment that teachers and students had to quickly learn how to use. However, students are very virtually versed. They use social media more than they even watch TV for the most part. And so, if you're using social media, you are more likely to be able to get those kids pulled into your instruction by using that environment they're comfortable with. Marco Polo is a social media app that relies on video interaction. It is similar to FaceTime, but instead of being a live video feed, you're sending video messages back and forth to each other. With this, there is a little icon in the top corner that looks like a pencil, and you can click on that and actually take notes about what someone is saying so that when you go to respond, you can then respond to them and make sure that you're hitting all the points that you were wanting to respond to. This platform can also be used for the teacher to provide instruction, and then students would have the opportunity to ask questions and have them answered by the professor themselves. It has its benefits because it's not like Facebook and Twitter where it has those public elements, and a teacher can create groups with their classes, and so that students are looking at the group with their class and their classmates, and they're able to respond to those classmates. Learning objectives come down to the basic learning objectives of a discussion board, with the addition that students will use a clear, precise verbal language to present their ideas. This is one of those soft skills that many companies say students do not have when they come to the workplace. And this is one way that teachers can actually work in that soft skill without having to take specific time out in order to teach it. A psychological theory of Maslow's hierarchy needs goes along with use of this because it is immediate feedback. It gives students that sense of safety because they're in an environment that they're familiar with within social media. And it also gives them a sense of belonging and love because they are with people that they're comfortable with. They don't have to worry about being judged because they are doing everything through video where they do not have to look someone in the face. They have the safety behind their screen, and they're able to establish those relationships with each other because they are still seeing each other and speaking back and forth to each other. Cross-discipline use of Marco Polo and the benefits of that are extremely flawless. Not only with the English classroom, where you may use it for literature review or things like that, but you can use it in social studies to talk about any topic. You could use it in science to talk about any topic. You could even use it in math to talk about a specific problem or a skill. You could have the teacher post the problem, and then students can go back and forth with questions on what parts they don't understand as far as how to solve the problem, and the teacher can respond directly to that student. For assessment purposes, Marco Polo can be assessed informally or formally. Informally, they can just be given a checklist of elements that they're required. Make sure that you're clear, make sure you answer the question, make sure you've referred to the text, make sure you answer or respond to a certain number of students, and a teacher can easily assess that by checking off the boxes. Formally, they can use a scoring guide or a rubric and actually go through and assess the content of the response, similar to what is done here with our courses at the Chicago School. There are specific content requirements that must be adhered to, and so these Marco Polo posts can also be evaluated that way. Challenges come down to devices primarily. It's usually used on a cell phone, so you'd have to make sure each student has a phone. If they do not have a phone, it can be used on the computer. However, this comes down to what the district allows for use on their network, and so it would have to be something that would be approved by the district if it's going to be used on a district device. Here are my references, and thank you very much.